All right, hello everyone. PPD here again, joined by my buddy and old teammate, Saahil Universe Arora, and we're just gonna have a nice casual chat about Dota, about our Dota lives, and I don't know, just kind of hit a couple of subjects that hopefully people are curious about, and trying to have a good time. Maybe like you were not playing, were you kind of on like break mode from Dota, or were you like still playing a lot, or was it like after TI where you're like, I'm getting after it, or was it before TI?
No, so it sort of happened where we had like a roster shuffle in forward after Stockholm Major. And so at that time, I think I was ready to continue on with the team, but then Avery said that he's retiring at the time, right? So then at that point, I was like, the team is like way different than before.
Sure.
So I was just like, this is probably a good time to take a break. I hadn't taken a break for like 8 years or something like that inside of Dota. So I was just like, I felt like kind of burned out in a way.
Yeah.
So I was just like, it's time to take a break. And then I did think about playing TI qualifiers, but it didn't really work out. I felt like the team that I was playing with didn't have a lot of chemistry, and so I just decided to just break all the way.
Whose team were you on?
I wasn't on a team, but I was just like trying some scrims with some of the guys from SA.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, but like we had like a mid-player problem, so it was like...
Mid-player problem, huh?
Yeah.
It's not a good one to have.
Yeah, a lot of teams have those.
Yep.
But no, I think I went through stretches, like I guess I took a break for like 6 months, but I went through stretches like where I wouldn't play Dota at all for like a full month. And you know, it was pretty nice, honestly, at the time. Obviously, I got a bit bored towards the end of it.
Yeah.
But
like, for me, like when I take breaks from Dota, like it's really nice, but then eventually I just kind of feel like, sometimes I feel like so unmotivated, or so like, I feel like a lack of direction.
Yeah.
Right? Whereas like Dota has always just been like my life, and competing is like kind of what I do, and it just makes sense for me to just dive back into it. And when I do eventually dive back into it and like, you know, grind, right? Like I feel like I'm achieving things and fulfilling purpose.
Yeah, no, it definitely gives you a lot of purpose. And no, I think the break was good. It gave me a nice reset and made it so I wasn't as burned out.
Yeah, so the nice leading question here is, how do you stay motivated to reach your goals, right?
Yeah, I'm not too sure about that one. I think it just sort of comes, like either you are motivated or you're not. You can't really force it. You know what I mean?
I mean, you hadn't taken a break in a long, long time, but I mean, obviously you were still motivated throughout those years without ever taking a break. Was that just like, you know, even after winning TI, like you still just felt motivated to just keep going and keep winning, or
yeah,
there's got to be something?
In a way, there's always something else that you can do, right? Like you can win a TI, but then it's like, oh, well,
there's always another tournament, right?
Yeah, there's like, I want to win another TI, or I want to win a major. There's like always something that can keep going. And I think, you know, it's just something that's like inside of you. Either you want to do it or you don't. And I don't know. It's really hard to explain like what motivates people, I think.
Okay.
What do you think?
Yeah, no, I mean, basically what you're attempting to describe or saying that you can't describe is kind of what the question is about. Is like, is there something that is, you know, propelling you towards, you know, pushing yourself, right? And I don't know, for me, it's always just been a sense of achievement, and I also think of it like being a professional. Like I'm contracted to be a Dota player. Like I should be acting like I'm a Dota player, and a Dota player, you know, to get paid, right? To have people, you know, kind of invested in our success, I should try to like represent them well and represent myself well to do everything I can do to be the best that I can be. Right. And if you're gonna half-ass something, especially something that we put so much time into, like just go do something else. Not that we know how to do anything else, but
right.
Maybe we can figure it out.
Yeah, I guess to answer that question, it's like, for me, I think the reason I play is to try and create memories. Like all the memories that we have from like winning tournaments and stuff, I think those are like very enjoyable moments for me, obviously, like winning tournaments. And
no, it's gonna be super nice to look back on our 20s, you know, in 20 years and be like, yeah, I spent my 20s traveling around, you know, winning video game tournaments. Like,
yeah, no, I mean, I still remember the first like kind of bad land that we won, right? Like we won like some Texas like Monster Invitational.
Yep.
And like we were playing against a team that had stand-ins, but you know, I still remember that.
Dude, winning feels like winning, man. It's so nice. Like you know, when we won like minors last year, right? And it's like, you know, we won the minor, like congrats, like, you know.
It doesn't matter.
16 and 15 of the best teams in the world weren't even there. But yeah, no, it's still like that whole journey from, you know, the group stage into the playoffs, into the, you know, into the grand final, going down 2 games, coming back, winning the next 3. Like it's a, you know, adrenaline rush and also like a rush of emotions. Which is what memories are made of. So
I mean, it's a great experience. Not a lot of people get to do that. Right?
Definitely not. And yeah, we, you know, sometimes I'm sure we take it a little bit for granted, but
for sure. Yeah.
All right, everyone, that's it. Universe and I are tired of talking to each other, so we're gonna take a break. If you liked listening to what we had to say and are interested in, you know, maybe suggesting some other things that we could talk about, leave those in the comments and we'll be sure to talk about them in our next video by Betway.